Hi everybody. Well, here we are at week 9 of our tadpole diary, or I should say this week, our frog diary, because this week is the week that the tadpole's tail shrank until it had no tail. And let's see what happened. So the first video is when the little froglet, look how short his tail is now, decided he was going to be brave, or she was going to be brave and take a little climb out. I put a little bit of weed from my pond dangling down into the water. See what happens. There they go. And I think that was the first time that they'd climbed out. So now, breathing air properly, climbed out of the water. You can see the water here. So it's still got its back legs just a little bit in the water, but using lungs now to breathe air. So that was the first video. The next one shows what the pond looked like before I put the little froglet in the pond. I just wanted to have a little look and look what was sitting on the edge of the pond here. It's one of the adult frogs. It's huge. Look at those powerful legs. Sitting very still at the moment. Wow. Look at that skin on the adult. Can you see? Some little bumps and bobbles. If this was a toad, it would be a lot more bumpy. And a toad likes to crawl a lot. A frog jumps quite a lot. Get ready. Keep watching. It's about to jump into the water. Whoa. A big splash. And you see those toes now on the adult frog. Trying to get out. There's another frog here. Can you see in the water? Just with his little head sticking out. I think there's one over here as well. I think there is. Those two big eyes there. There he is. Okay. So then came the time that the little froglet was to go back in the water. Didn't want to go in at first. He wanted to stay in that little container. Can you see? Sitting just on the edge. Look how much smaller that little froglet is compared to the adult. I put a little bit of weed down the side here and there to help this little froglet. He sat there for a while. There he goes. Look at him swim, look at those back legs. There he goes again. There's one of the adult frogs. It might be an auntie, or it might be a dad, or it might be even a granddad, or a grandma, or a mum. We don't know, but they are the adult frogs. Some of them that live near the pond and in the garden. Okay. And then the weed that I dangled down into the water helped him. A little bit later on, he was able to climb out because this little froglet isn't as big and as strong as the adult ones. And the weed hasn't all grown back into the pond just yet. Oh, did you see that little tadpole there? That might be, look, this might be one of his brothers or sisters or a cousin. The tadpoles in the pond haven't yet developed their legs because outside it's a little bit cooler. The water isn't as warm as the tank water has been inside my house. So because this little one's been looked after inside, he's kind of grown up a little bit more quickly. Some more tadpoles swimming about. He sat there for quite some time. And then he pulled himself out. And the last little video to show you is the fact that the frog is an amphibian. So here's that little froglet now on the land. He'll spend a lot of time on the land looking for little grubs and flies to eat, little insects. Sometimes he'll go back and wet his skin and have a little swim. And when he or she is an adult frog and ready to have its own babies and lay its own eggs, if it's a lady frog, then they will go back to the pond in spring. So I hope you enjoyed finding out all about frogs and how they develop from frog spawn, from those little frog eggs. And I hope everybody's had a lovely half term, and happy Frog Friday, everyone. Bye.